This is CBC Here and Now.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Anthony Germain in the newsroom.
And I'm Carolyn Stokes. Dropped from the PC party. We start with a big turnaround for the Tories tonight. Leader Ches Crosby initially supported Michael Normore's nomination as the PC candidate for Cartwright-Lancelot, but backlash over Normore's anti-gay marriage and anti-abortion views has the party leader doing an about-face. Here Now's Jacob Barker has been following this story. So Jacob, what can you tell us?
Well, Michael Normore and his team tell me he is going to continue on in the election as an independent candidate. This after PC leader Ches Crosby said he was no longer in the PC party this afternoon. But this is new because yesterday I played the tape of Normore's comments to PC leader Ches Crosby and his team, and this is what he had to say at the time.
The fact that he has conservative views on those issues, he recognizes are a matter of personal opinion. There are others like him out there, and since it's a democracy, we have to expect that people will be representative of the full spectrum of opinion, and Mr. Normore is part of that spectrum.
I never ever had any political aspiration.
On the tape were comments like this one on gay marriage.
I'm conservative, and I'm not in favor of same-sex marriage. You know, that's the way I was brought up. That's my belief.
And on abortion, he says it's okay only if the woman's life is in danger.
A human life is a human life, a conception. I don't believe in abortion, not just because a woman wants an abortion.
He says these are his personal views. He's running to represent the views of his constituents.
My issues, don't necessarily mean that it's the issues of the people of the coast. The issues of the people of the coast will certainly come first.
After a CBC story was posted online this morning, hundreds weighed in. Crosby says it was social media posts that slipped through the vetting process that changed his mind. He says Normore offered to resign, and he accepted it.
There are unfortunate comments that the candidate made on social media which are incompatible with the values that the PC party represents and with my own values. And I think, and I've had a conversation with Mr. Normore about that. And he understands the situation and the anxiety he's provoked, but if elected, he would not be in the PC caucus.
Now, Normore did write a letter and post it to his Facebook page today to explain some of his views more in detail and also apologize. I did want to read a little bit of that letter now. It says, "I am not a man who looks down on or who would try to hurt anyone for any reason. And for those of you that I may have hurt, I am deeply sorry. If a friend, family member, or anyone else were to enter into a same-sex relationship or get an abortion, it would not change how I feel about that person or change my relationship with them. As a Christian, I have some beliefs that others may not agree with. However, as a Christian, I have been taught to love everyone equally, regardless of race, religion, or sexual preference. We are all people, and we all deserve to be treated equally."
Okay, so Jacob, Normore has declared himself an independent, but some people have already voted. So what does this mean come Election Day?
Well, Normore will not be listed as an independent on the ballot. It's too late for that, Elections NL says. But he will still be listed on the ballot, but as a PC candidate. But if he's elected, he will not be part of the caucus. Reporting live in Happy Valley Goose Bay, I'm Jacob Barker.
And it's not just the PC party coming under fire. The Liberals candidate for exploits, Jerry Dean, refused to perform same-sex marriage ceremonies when he was mayor of Botwood. Now, reporters asked Liberal leader Dwight Ball about that earlier today.
Dean has signed the candidate's contract that we put in place just a few weeks ago. He's ran twice for us under a similar process right now. Society has evolved, and Jerry Dean obviously has evolved as well, because those contracts are in place before his nomination forms were signed. Unfortunately, Ches Crosby has not seen this information. Seemingly now he has not thoroughly vetted his own candidates as well.
Okay, to be clear though, Jerry Dean never signed anything specific to same-sex marriage. The Liberals' candidate's contract referred to by Ball states that the party believes in fairness, respect, and equality for all, and that, quote, everyone in our society deserves full acceptance regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, race, color, or religion. Now, as we told you last night, Dwight Ball is promising to reinstate 24/7 emergency room hours at the hospital in Botwood. And while the Liberal leader made that commitment on the campaign trail yesterday, just a few months ago, officials at the Department of Health said the move is not necessary. CBC's Garrett Barry has that story.
This is a briefing note that was sent to Health Minister John Hagee in February. It says that in 2015, only about 3 or 4 people visited the Botwood ER each night. And this note contains an analysis that shows that number is only likely to get smaller if the night shift is brought back. It estimates the night shift would have seen 711 visits last year, roughly 2 people a night. And officials said that residents of the Botwood area are going to the Grand Falls Windsor Hospital when they need to. So they concluded the data from 2018 supports the 2016 recommendation that ER night service is not required. Instead, officials said they'd keep monitoring the situation. But Liberals were in no monitoring mood yesterday, and today they're defending their moves. Why are you making public policy that will affect 4 people a night?
I will make public policy when we're in a position to do it to affect one person. Good public policy is identifying the needs of people no matter where they are.
24/7 service was cut 3 years ago as Central Health looked to save money. Now, Ball says things are different, and he maintains this promise won't cost a cent.
That institution is now 101 beds once a new protective care unit will be put in place, so there'll be adequate staff there to provide those emergency services if indeed people need them.
He's made it part of his campaign platform, but John Hagee, who was health minister in the Liberal government, says it's not quite a guarantee.
There is no guarantee in life about any of this. The facts of the case are that if in 2021 there is a need for ER to be provided 24/7 and there is an opportunity to do it, why would you not offer that service?
As for Ball, he is repeating that this announcement has nothing to do with polls. He's calling it a sign that the Liberals take healthcare seriously. Garrett Barry, CBC News, Lewisport.
And keeping with politics, one of Chess Crosby's former staffers is behind an anti-Liberal campaign that uses Facebook ads and robocalls to spread its messaging. NL Strong is run by Devin Drover, Chess Crosby's former communications director. The group has been paying for Facebook ads promoting Crosby in his bid to become premier and attacking Liberal leader Dwight Ball. NL Strong is this province's equivalent to Ontario Proud. That's a right-wing Facebook-based group said to be instrumental in Doug Ford's victory. Now, Drover has helped establish a similar campaign in Nova Scotia. He says his group uses fundraising to pay for its campaigns. And for his part, Crosby says he knows virtually nothing about NL Strong and that he hasn't given any campaign money to the group. While yesterday was advanced polling day across the province, there was confusion in Nain about where ballots could be cast, and that left people unable to vote in some places. Community leader Joe Dicker fielded calls from people who needed to vote ahead of next week's election, but there was no advanced polling station set up in the community, and Dicker says he wasn't given any information on where they could vote. Confused residents took to social media. One suggestion was that they could vote at the home of a resident, but that information was inaccurate. Dicker says the confusion could have been avoided if Elections NL had involved the community government more in the process. More than 21,000 people voted in advance polls across the province, on par with the last general election.
Pretty much a carbon copy day across the province as far as those temperatures go. Reached double digits again for most of the west coast, or close to that anyway. 10 degrees for Stephenville, 11 in Deer Lake, and Badger reached 10 degrees today. We got those cooler temperatures again though along the northeast coast, a couple degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday, a little bit less drizzle and a little bit less fog as well, but those double digit highs up in Labrador again, Churchill Falls and Happy Valley Goose Bay all in that. So we are starting to see the next system move move in. That cloud cover already pushing ahead. If I add that radar, you can see that low pressure system is making its way across the Maritimes. That's what's headed our way as we head through the weekend. But overnight, we're still looking at that potential for a few showers and flurries along the northeast coast. But here's that system. So it's going to start to move in tomorrow, change over to snow for West Labrador, and then Saturday night, unfortunately, it looks like things are going to change over to snow. Not great agreement, but I'll have all the forecast details when I come back.
Well, chilly weather didn't keep a couple hundred students and concerned citizens from protesting outside the Confederation building today. They picked their moment with precision just 6 days before the provincial election. Here Now's Meg Roberts was at that rally.
As a joke here this afternoon, students say they are not going to quit the fight in protecting the environment. This is the second time in 2 months that they have walked from Memorial University down to the steps of Confederation to demand the government take action in climate change.
We need to come together and do something if no one else is going to. I think that because everyone won't admit that this is happening, nothing's being done about it.
We're destroying our earth. There is an alternative. And if you care about the people who are coming, then it's time to act now. It's time to act about 10 years ago, but it's also time to act now.
I think that it's especially important to come out during school because, you know, we're fighting for a future, and going to school and getting this education, if there's not a future for us to live in, you know, what's the point?
Although a lot of students protesting this afternoon are not of voting age, some people at the rally say there hasn't been enough talk about the environment on the campaign trail. Some activists don't feel the politicians are listening.
I think that they're taking notice, but I don't know if anything's being done. And I think that until they start doing something, we're just going to have to keep doing this and keep making our voices heard.
I think that short term is what politicians think, but the planet, we want it to be long term. And politicians need to learn to think long term and to think about doing something that works.
Organizers say they invited the leaders of all the main political parties. NDP leader Alison Coffin and NL Alliance leader Graydon Pelly were the only ones that showed up. Meg Roberts, CBC News, St. John's.
The RCMP in Grand Falls, Windsor are relaunching the search for a man missing for nearly 3 months. Tommy Jones hasn't been seen since February the 13th. Now, police, along with the Exploits Ground Search and Rescue Team, will start looking for the 22-year-old man once again tomorrow. The RCMP will be using a helicopter to help search in the Pine Camp and Southside Resource Road areas, and they're asking people to steer clear of those locations. Well, back to politics now, and the campaign trail on the South Coast. Both candidates in Burin-Grandbank think that they're going to take the upcoming seat. Veteran PC politician Bill Matthews says people want change, but Liberal incumbent Carol-Ann Haley doesn't agree. Here now's Katie Breen with that story.
Shaking hands, looking for votes. PC candidate Bill Matthews isn't new to the game of grocery store hellos. He's represented the area for 25 years, both provincially and federally, and as a Liberal and a Conservative. Now he's Team Crosby, back to campaigning and confident he'll win.
People are basically generally glad to see me back. They want to change, and there's no doubt in my mind that the change here on May the 16th will be in my favor.
Matthews says the area knows his record and wants to vote for it.
People just don't trust Dwight Ball. There's a great dislike for Justin Trudeau. The incumbent has been practically invisible for the past 4 years.
Newly minted Liberal Minister Carol-Ann Haley says that's just not the case. She wasn't available in person, but by phone she says she's done lots for her district. Haley says she's been vocal about surf clams and sea cucumbers, big issues in the region. That she's gotten the area jobs, 200 at the Canada Fluorspar mine in St. Lawrence, and potentially hundreds more at the Grieg Aquaculture Project in Marystown.
I think I have a very high chance of winning this election, Katie. In fact, you know, I see my opponent as a sign of strength for me. In fact, I understand that the PC party had been trying for weeks to find someone to run against me, and they were unsuccessful.
Haley says campaigning has been going well so far, that she's getting support at the doors, and that the area will ultimately decide who has the better record.
Well, the people of this district know what I have done since becoming elected, and I want to continue to do that.
Katie Breen, CBC News, Grandbank.
part here is that if we plan ahead of time, we don't necessarily have to go through such extreme harshness, but there's no discussion of a plan to actually address the dead currently.
Is the province digging a big hole for itself when it comes to the amount of money that's owed?
That's one of the questions we seek to answer after the weather on our provincial election series, Uncomfortable Truth.
This weather update is brought to you by the Healthcare Foundation Home Lottery. Order your tickets now at hcfhomelottery.ca.
Just another nice day across the province, at least parts of the province today anyway. 10 degrees for Badger right now. We saw those temperatures in the double digits for most areas along the west coast or close to it, sitting around 9 degrees for Corner Brook right now. Happy Valley Goose Bay at 9 as well, reached a high near 10 this afternoon. We do still have those cooler temperatures along the northeast coast and up through the Labrador coast as well. And if we take a look at the satellite, you can see not too much going on up through Labrador, plenty of sunshine. We've got a little bit of cloud cover moving through the across the island, but other than that, the next weather maker is headed in. So we're already seeing some cloud cover out ahead of that up through Labrador. There's that system there. It's going to continue to track towards us as we head through the overnight tonight, not making its way up through Labrador first. But as far as what we're expecting across the island, light winds along the west coast. Corner Brook sitting at 1 degree with generally fair skies. Might see a few flurries towards and along the northeast, and that's just because we're still in that onshore flow. Could see some freezing drizzle or flurries rather. Temperature hovering around 3 degrees for Grand Falls, Windsor. Showers possible for the Burin as well. And then Marystown should sit around 3 degrees. Now those northwesterlies still sticking around, somewhere between 20 and 40 kilometers per hour for the most part. And then St. Anthony looking unsettled through the night tonight. Now up along the Labrador coast, essentially carbon copy. We're looking at the potential for either drizzle, freezing drizzle, or some flurries overnight. Heading towards central though, Happy Valley, Goose Bay, clear skies, or generally clear skies tonight, -1, and then Lab City at 1 degree as well. Now looking ahead, we mentioned that storm system, or at least the next system moving through. Lab City is going to be the first to get into that. So you're going to start to see those showers overnight change over to snow and then continue to track a little bit further east. Now, this model is showing that everything will change over to snow tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening rather, towards Sunday morning. Now, how much is still up for debate. So I'm thinking generally we're going to see somewhere between 5 to maybe 10 centimeters of snow in higher elevations towards the coast, and lower elevations likely not going to see as much. But this is where the bullseye looks like it will be, and then potentially the southern Avalon as well. Now keep in mind the models have been shifting further south with this system, so keep that in mind. Otherwise for the Avalon, we're looking at about 5 centimeters for the south, and then to the north, generally a trace to maybe 2 to 3 centimeters of wet snow by the time Sunday morning rolls around. So here's a look at your forecast tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid-single digits. Should see the sun peek out into the afternoon. Along the northeast coast, though, again, still looking at cooler temperatures. 3 degrees for Bonavista, Vista, Marystown reaching a high near 10. Heading towards Grand Falls, Windsor between 7 and 9 degrees. Harbor Breton a little cooler because of that rain, 5 degrees. And then same again through Port aux Basques and Burgeo as we head a little bit further north. Along the west coast, though, Corner Brook 11 degrees. Gross Mourne should see some sun along with that potential for some flurries as well. And then for the north, Great Northern Peninsula, St. Anthony 3 degrees, and then up through Labrador again, snow tomorrow afternoon, about 5 centimeters for Lab City, and Happy Valley, Goose Bay should reach the double digits yet again with that potential for some showers. Let's look at your forecasts. We'll look ahead when I come back.
The Muskrat Falls Inquiry heard today about the new approach that settled over the development after the CEO was replaced. A former project manager from Nalcor was on the stand testifying today. Darren DeBork started working for the energy company back in 2011, and he stayed with the Muskrat Falls project until November of 2016. Now that was roughly 6 months after Ed Martin was replaced as CEO by Stan Marshall, and DeBork told the Inquiry everything changed after that. The new leadership resulted in a new approach in how business was done, but he says that wasn't an improvement.
We had a very high-performing team who never backed down from any challenges that we faced. It was based on trust and based on the full support and guidance and that came from Paul Harrington. So what came after that was the complete opposite. And we had the project was divided, and there was just chaos, and there was just the morale was shot.
Now to a special election series, Uncomfortable Truth. Well, debt is a burden for many people across Newfoundland and Labrador, but if you take the province's net debt and then divide it up between everyone living here, that works out to nearly $30,000 per person, and that includes children. Here now's Megan McCabe has a look at that uncomfortable truth.
Mr. Short, how would you describe the province's debt?
It's the worst in the country. It continues to be a problem, and it's something that hasn't been addressed by any of the provincial parties in this election. Primarily what we're hearing about is spending and not programs to actually conquer the biggest single problem we have.
Is this an accurate representation of what's happening with our debt? Is it just still piling up and up?
It is continuing to pile up. It's been getting worse for many years. In this particular case, there is something constructive being built, but unfortunately, unless we find some way to address it, it's going to be to our detriment.
Years and years, how far does this go back?
We were actually reducing debt in 2008 8, 9 going into 2010, and then the budgets in 2011 and 12, we started to reverse that. So even though we had $8 billion plus coming in as revenue, we were actually spending more. So our deficit has started to get worse in 2011-12, and then since the price of oil has dropped so significantly, our revenue figure has dropped, and that's when debt has really taken off.
And how do we compare to other provinces or other jurisdictions?
Far worse than other provinces. We spend more, so our government costs us more per person than any other province. Our total debt is the worst in the country by far.
Why should people care about this?
Out of the total $8 billion that we spend in a run of a year, roughly 1.2, 1.3 billion is being spent on interest alone. And as our debt continues to rise, that interest figure will continue to rise. I mean, there's lots we could be spending money on besides interest if we could.
So what needs to happen? How do we get out of this? What should the people of the province be looking for in the next government?
Yeah, we don't have to reinvent the wheel here. We just have to look at other jurisdictions around the world that have been faced with similar problems. One of the areas that we heard of for many years was the Celtic Tiger, which was Ireland, that did tremendous right up until 2008 and then got into severe problems, and by 2010 their unemployment rate went up to 15%. They, with no oil, managed to turn it around. Their unemployment rate is now down to 5%, and they're leading the growth in Europe. Similarly, in Saskatchewan in 1993, they faced almost the exact same problem that we're facing now. They took some harsh measures because they had to. They hit the wall. They hit the point where they could no longer borrow because no one would lend to them. And that's what we could face if we don't address this properly. And now their net debt is well below what the province of Newfoundland's stats are. The key part here is that if we plan ahead of time, we don't necessarily have to go through such extreme harshness, but there's no discussion of a plan to actually address the debt.
That's Larry Short, financial analyst, speaking with Megan McCabe, and she's going to be back next week with more in her election series, Uncomfortable Truth.
I'm here at Mallard Cottage with Corey Hart. Going to speak with him coming up, and going to try a few of these.
Right. I won't say the name because I get it wrong all the time.
You can do it.
Teutons. Teutons. Teutons.
Toutons.
Oh, does anybody say Teutons?
No.
No, Toutons.
Yes.
Peace. Toutons. Toutons. Oh.
That's coming up.
I got it right.
You did. Yeah, that tune sound familiar. Sunglasses at Night, Corey Hart, 1984. Yes, that song is 35 years old, but it remains an iconic Canadian hit, and soon the artist himself will be playing it live at Mile One Centre. After 20 years away from the spotlight, Corey Hart is kicking off his Never Surrender tour in St. John's on May 31st, and I got a chance to talk to him about it and introduce him to a local delicacy. Well, there's nothing like a feed of Toutons in the morning, and I'm very excited to be sharing this with Canadian music icon Corey Hart.
Thank you, Caroline.
Thank
you got beautiful nails.
Oh, thank you. Have you ever had Toutons before?
I'm about to. So, Caroline, let me ask you a couple of questions here.
Okay.
So this one's just a little more toasty. Is that better to be more toasty?
It
or
depends
like,
on
they
your...
look like English muffins right now.
They kind of do, but they're like dough that's just been fried.
Right. So very nutritious. Good
Very
cholesterol levels. Look at that. Okay.
Beautiful.
Skillfully. Here you go, young lady.
Okay, thank you.
Have a bite?
Yes.
Should we go for it? All right. Cheers.
Go for it.
Right.
I want to see you do it.
Right. Oh, you're not supposed to eat with your hands.
You can. You totally can.
That was impolite.
No, it's not impolite whatsoever.
Really enjoying it. My kids, if they were watching, they'd know this is right up Daddy's alley. Love this.
Your show is May 31st in St. John's, which is also your birthday.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a fluke?
Actually, being in St. John's to start my tour was by design, something that I asked the promoters. It was specified. I don't care how you route the rest of the tour, but I want to start in St. John's, Newfoundland, because that's where I started my 1985 Boy in the Box tour, which was the first time I ever headlined as a recording artist, as a touring artist. And my birthday was special. I've never done a concert on my birthday in my whole career.
Really?
So, yeah, I wanted to do that.
Why now?
Well, I've got 4 kids. The oldest is 23, the youngest is 15, and they really encouraged me to do this.
So what have you been doing for the past 20 years?
I'm making Teutons.
Toutons.
Toutons. It's 'cause is it a French word? Because that's why I'm thinking Teuton.
Oh, of course you would, because you're from Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal, but I pronounced it wrong. Toutons.
Toutons.
So you're asking me what have I been doing?
Yeah.
Well, I've been raising 4 kids. And I had one arm in the music business still. I was writing songs for some other recording artists. I wrote some songs for Celine Dion and produced a couple of songs for her on her Let's Talk About Love album. But I stepped away in 1998 after the birth of my, well, 99 actually, after the birth of my 3rd daughter. And I have all their names tattooed across my arm here.
Really?
Yeah. So Rain is our son. He's 15. He's in the video for Dreaming Time Again. He's actually encouraging me to go out on the road, and I explained to him that I grew up not knowing my dad, and that's why I stayed for the last 20 years to be with him and be with his 3 sisters.
It's lovely.
And then River, actually her nickname is Maliki, but I call her Maliki, no one else does. Dante's our 2nd daughter, and our 1st daughter's name is India.
So you have a song that's about your daughter India, and
Yes.
then your son is in one of your videos, and then another one of your new videos is with your wife. Your wife appears in the video, and it's like a love song to her.
It is. Well, Bob Ezrin is the producer of the record. We were in our kitchen making Teutons.
Toutons?
Oh, does anybody say Teutons?
No.
No. Toutons, Toutons, Toutons. Correct?
Perfect.
Okay, but 5 minutes from now, I'll be saying Teutons again.
Okay, you're French.
Yeah. Je m'excuse infiniment. So, where was I, Caroline?
Talking about your video, your new video with your beautiful wife.
Yes. And we were with Bob Ezrin in my kitchen. He said, don't you think you have something new to say about her and for her? And the minute he said that, I realized that the record would be incomplete without a song for her. I wrote all the lyrics, all the music, right there that night. Just poured out of me.
So you have on your new album some very personal songs connected very strongly to family members, but then there's another song on there that has a very strong connection to this province. You recorded Sonny's Dream.
I remember hearing the song when I was 13 or 14. I remember seeing Ron Hines perform it on the CBC on a television show, and I was familiar with Ron Hines' work. I wanted to do a traditional song, and I thought This song actually really speaks to me now because I know what it feels like with my kids starting to leave home, and there's a pang, there's a sadness of having your kids go away. But I know they'll always come back to their nest, and they need to fly and to pursue their own dreams. And the lyrics are just so beautiful. It's just a beautifully crafted song. Just every time I hear it, I get really emotional, and I wanted to do something special for the fans of Newfoundland. So it was not supposed to be on the record, and at the last minute, I said I want to put it on the record. And actually, I rung up Alan and asked if he'd, guest vocal on it, which he graciously accepted.
Alan Doyle.
Alan Doyle. Sorry, yes, Alan Doyle, the great Alan Doyle. Well, I purposely wanted to come to Newfoundland because I was kicking off my tour here, and quite honestly, I like being here. I love the. Oh, I don't even want to say.
You can do it.
Teutons. Toutons. I'm a man that's consistent. Toutons. I'm going to write a song about Toutons, I think.
Oh, you should.
I should.
No, we have to finish eating these Toutons because they're getting very cold. But good luck on your tour.
Thank you so much. Are you going to come see the show, Carolyn? We got witnesses, so you can't say you'd love to and then you don't show. You got to walk the walk with me.
Okay, I can do that.
You can do that? Put a handshake
if you're gonna
with
play
those beautiful nails.
You
want to hear Sunglasses at Night?
I do.
I will sing it. You have my word.
Okay,
All
thank you so much.
Peace, everyone.
It's funny, Carol's never invited me for Teutons. Well, if Toutons aren't your thing, perhaps you love the outdoors, maybe fishing and hunting is more your thing. Well, there's quite the show going on right now and into the weekend at the Paradise Double Ice Complex. Well, if you're into fishing or hunting or the great outdoors, this place in Paradise is the place you want to be. Leslie Ann, what's going on here?
Well, we're here at the Newfoundland Sportsman Outdoor Expo, and we're celebrating everything that is the outdoors here. So we've got a 200-foot casting area, we've got a 20-foot archery range, we've got all kinds of boats and sherps and great big beautiful equipment to play on over there. We've got, because it's Mother's Day weekend, we've actually got a special draw for all the outdoor moms out there. So yeah, we're just really celebrating here at the Expo this year again.
All right, hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Also coming up on Monday on Here and Now, when it comes to the moose population, there are certain issues. Salmon, same thing. We'll take a look at those as campaign issues next week on Here and Now.
Well, coming up next, we'll tell you why Veterans Affairs is apologizing after a major goof in this video.
Welcome back to the CBC Newsroom. Veterans Affairs is apologizing for a video that it posted online marking VE Day earlier this week. Now, it was meant to salute the sacrifices of Canadian soldiers on the 74th anniversary of victory in Europe. But some of the first shots in the video show Nazis. Now, after that, it shows Allied forces as was intended, though it's not clear if any of them are actually Canadian. The video has now been pulled off social media, and Veterans Affairs says it's taking steps to make sure a similar mistake doesn't happen in the future. The RCMP says a toddler in British Columbia has died after being left alone in a car for several hours. Now, this happened in Burnaby yesterday. The 16-month-old was found unconscious in a vehicle at around 6 p.m. local time. He was then rushed to the hospital where he died. At a news conference this afternoon, police stressed the importance of staying vigilant.
The only way to prevent this is, regardless of fatigue, regardless of how many things you have on the go in your world at any given point, the child is the focus of your attention and your care until they are put into the care and attention of another individual. It's about diligence, vigilance. We all get tired, we're all exhausted at certain points. It's about taking that extra time.
Officials in the National Capital Region are asking homeowners along the Ottawa River not to remove sandbags until they're told it's safe to do so. And that's because the river is expected to crest a second time just a week after reaching its initial peak.
I guess we're taking some risks to live here, but we were, we're all a little bit on edge.
Now, the region is getting more rain today. River levels are expected to rise another 45 centimeters by Monday in the Ottawa-Gatineau area. They're currently up to 2.5 meters above May levels around Pembroke, Ontario. And Pembroke has declared a state of emergency because of those rising waters.
I'm kind of a historian. I look backwards and see what our climate's been like, and kind of a futurist. I'm more interested in perhaps what the weather's going to be in 2050.
He is a rock star in the climatologist world. Environment Canada's David Phillips gave a free talk at the Geo Centre last night.
And he also chatted all things weather with our very own meteorologist, Ashley Brawweiler. Their conversation coming up after the break.
I thought we'd start off with just a quick look at the forecast for tomorrow, just in case you missed it a little bit earlier. We're going to see the warmest temperatures more than likely along the west coast, reaching a high near 11 degrees for Corner Brook, Grand Falls, Windsor 9, and 10 for Marystown. And we're going to see some rain move in towards the afternoon and evening hours, and then that will change over to snow. Lab City 3 degrees, Happy Valley Goose Bay should reach a high near 10. Now, here's a look at the future tracker, so you can see that system move through. If we zoom in a little bit, it changes over to snow overnight into Sunday morning, and then eventually that clears out. We should see some clearing into the afternoon as well on Sunday, so just in time for Mother's Day, and then it looks a little bit unsettled up through Labrador. So going to hang on to that chance of a few showers into the afternoon. Otherwise, clearing as we head into Monday, and we get into a stretch of actually some pretty nice weather. So here's a look at the forecast, your Mother's Day forecast for Sunday. Some flurries in the morning for Lab City, and then some clearing. 7 degrees. Happy Valley Goose Bay sitting at 8. Along the coast, staying a little bit unsettled, sitting around 3 degrees for Cartwright. Along the west coast, Corner Brook should reach the double digits yet again on Sunday, and then again that rain, snow happening in the morning. And eventually we're going to see some clearing. Mid to high single digits, it looks like, for the rest of the island. Now, as I mentioned, we'll take a look at the future tracker, but not a whole lot happening. So we're going to get into a pretty nice setup as we head through Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is when things, or at least our next weather maker, moves in. Right now it's looking like showers through the morning hours for the island. Labrador should stay clear, except for the north. We may see a few flurries, or rather showers, move in there, and it stays unsettled through the day on Wednesday. So here's a look at the next 5 days for St. John's and eastern Newfoundland. Clearing skies tomorrow around 7 degrees, 6 for Sunday, again with flurries in the morning and then clearing skies. Monday, slight chance of a few showers in the morning, clearing right through the day on Tuesday. And then cooler temperatures on Wednesday and showers, and that's just because we're going to see those showers. Otherwise, mainly for the southern half of the territory, or of the island. For central Newfoundland, 9 degrees tomorrow with plenty of rain. Looks like could see 5 millimeters of rain, maybe upwards of 10. Towards Monday and Tuesday, that's when things will clear out. And look at those temperatures, still consistently looking like we're going to sit between 11 and 16 degrees. For Wednesday, we're looking at western Newfoundland, we're looking at 11 degrees for rain on Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, plenty of sunshine and 16 degrees. And then as we are up through Labrador, eastern Labrador, looking at rain tomorrow. Along the coast, same thing, but cooler. So probably looking at drizzle or freezing drizzle. Sunday, plenty of sunshine. Monday, looking at that potential for flurries again in the morning, because those temperatures should climb to the double digits right through next week. And then for western Labrador, cooler, 5 centimeters tomorrow, flurries on Sunday and Monday. And then we get into unsettled pattern on Tuesday. Wednesday looks like 10 degrees. So shifting gears, last night I went to a lecture at the Johnson Geo Center here in St. John's to see David Phillips. And you probably heard his name a number of times. He's a senior climatologist at Environment Canada, and he was in town talking about our changing climate and how the weather is changing with it. I was lucky enough to chat with him earlier this week before he gave the talk, and I started out by asking him the difference between what I do, forecast the weather, and climate. Take a look.
We often blur the distinction between weather and climate. I think if I was defining climate, it would be the statistics of weather. You know, so you see every day you've got storms, a temperature, winds, humidity, and you kind of average all that together, it gives you kind of the climate of the area. So if you live in a particular area like St. John's, my gosh, you can be kind of a good climatologist because you know the march of the seasons, you know what is rare, what is frequent, what is strange, and so that's really, they are connected, but they are different.
So how do we, looking forward now, climate
Yes.
change obviously is an issue. How is the weather going to change over the next 10, 15, 20 odd years?
Well, I think the big thing that I sort of push is the idea that people think, well, you know, I'll be safely dead before the climate begins to bite deep and hard. You know, I say no. I mean, if you change the climate, you change the weather. And we're already seeing now, Ashley, evidence that we are living through a different weather. I mean, people say, you know, it's not like the weather of our youth, you say. And we've got the data to prove that, and so we see that happening. And so my sense is that weather will, as the climate changes, the weather will be affected. It will be stormier storms. It could be heavier rainfalls. It could be shorter winters, longer summers, more beer drinking weather, do you see? So if that would please a lot of people. So we're clearly going to see conditions that are different. And see, the problem is we're all built our cities, our places of where we live, based on the old kind of climate, the stable kind of climate, the stationary. And now it's sort of doing almost a runaway kind of climate change. And so we're not prepared for the climate we're going to get. So what we need to do is to build our cities, our neighborhoods to withstand the kind of extremes of weather that we're going to see in the future. And that's kind of what I push.
And what do you think, as far as Newfoundland, Labrador, what do you think the climate change is going to affect us here?
You know, it's everywhere. I mean, it clearly is different than maybe Toronto and Vancouver, but certainly when I look at it, I see sea level rise. We already know that we're just seeing a tremendous rise in sea level, and that's affecting life in the oceans. We're seeing the oceans are becoming less salty, more acidic, and that's having an effect. But certainly we also see it with regards to agriculture. I mean, future climate, we might see more agriculture here. But in other times we might see stormier storms, do you say? So I think that it's not as if what we're going to see here in Newfoundland are sandstorms or typhoons. Right. It's not as if the climate is going to change like that. It's just the same old climate, but it's going to have different frequency statistics, more extremes, things that would be something you'd expect once in a lifetime. Gee, it might happen every 2 or 3 years. So that's how our conditions are going to change.
Okay, I think that breaks it down pretty well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Ashley, for your interest.
Well, here's a photo that you might know. I think the wind farm gives it away a little bit there, but a beautiful sunset taken somewhere in the southern half of Newfoundland. I'll give you all the details when I come back.
Birthday and anniversary greetings is brought to you by Lane's Retirement Living. With a pool, cinema, and chef-prepared meals, everyone wants in. Reserve your suite today.
Happy 90th birthday to Mary Bowering in Mount Pearl, and birthday wishes to Teresa Walsh of St. John's, now living in Witless Bay. She turned 91 yesterday, and here she is skydiving in Nova Scotia. Happy 90th birthday to Louise Hillier in Newtown. She celebrated on May 5th. And wishing Harry Wareham from Gander a happy 93rd birthday. He celebrated on Wednesday. Happy 50th wedding anniversary wishes to Donna and Kenneth Best, who were married in Mud Lake, Labrador on May 9th.
Happy 50th anniversary to Cora and Absalom Blanchard from 3 Mile Rock. They celebrated on April 30th. Happy 60th anniversary to Margaret and Cecil Day of Old Shop. Happy 53rd anniversary to Dave and Vicki Edison of Mount Pearl. Bill and Jean Holden are celebrating 51 years of marriage tomorrow. They live in Brigus. Harvey and Geneva Wiseman from Monroe are celebrating their 52nd anniversary this Sunday.
Happy anniversary to Bill and Catherine Lushman of Grey River, who celebrated 55 years together on May 9th. Happy birthday to Betty Freak in Grand Falls, Windsor, who turned 92 on May 6th. Happy birthday to Ethel Hines on her 99th birthday. We're told she enjoys dancing, singing in the choir, and knitting. Wishing a happy 95th birthday to Hedley Saunders, originally from Greens Pond, now living in Corner Brook. And then wishing a happy 96th birthday today to Ella King of Port aux Basques.
Also from Port aux Basques, Leslie Fudge of Port aux Basques will celebrate his 92nd birthday on Monday. Happy 93rd birthday to Mary Rollins from Jean de Bay. Happy 65th anniversary to Dawn and Lydia Waterman of Gambo, who will celebrate their anniversary on Sunday. Happy 93rd birthday to Marie Jesso in Stephenville. Happy 56th anniversary to Bert and Maud Roberts of Upper Island Cove.
Happy 93rd birthday to Peter Rollins from John de Bay, who turned 93 on May 6th. Happy 58th wedding anniversary to Everett and Cavell Mercer of Bay Roberts, who will be celebrating on May 12th. Happy 56th anniversary to Scott and Jesse Thomas of Middle Arm. Happy birthday to Hazel Baker in Marystown, who celebrated her 103rd birthday on Monday. Birthday greetings to Thelma Coates of Flowers Cove, celebrating her 92nd birthday yesterday. And then happy 55th anniversary to Marjorie and John Price of North Harbour, Placentia Bay, who celebrated on May 8th.
Fine crowd, congratulations once again. So we have just enough time to show you this video before we go. Spring commencement at the University of Colorado looked more like a winter one. Yes, there was so much snow at the outdoor event in Boulder yesterday that snowballs were getting tossed around. A storm dumped up to 7 centimeters of snow in the area, but that didn't dampen spirits as more than 8,600 degrees were conferred on happy graduates. Makes me feel a whole lot better about the weather we're having here.
Exactly.
So we're going to have a look at your weather photo.
We are. We'll take a look at that one more time. There it is there. Gave you a little bit of a clue so you could think about it over the break. It was actually taken in Ramia.
Fantastic.
Yes.
It is a beautiful shot.
It is a lovely shot. Thank you so much for sending this wonderful photo in, Sarah. And if you have any weather photos that you'd like to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca.
All right, thanks so much, Sarah. And it's Friday, the weekend is here, which is fantastic. And getting ready, I guess, for another busy week next week with the election just around the corner there. So, yeah. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy. We'll see you on Monday.
Good night.
And it's a beautiful start to the Friday evening, it looks like, here from this live camera of St. John's Harbor. Nice night to get out for a walk, I'd say.
Absolutely.